Hi all, this is Crystal with Losing for Me. Today I wanted to chat with you a little bit about multivitamins and what you guys all think of them and some of the trials I've had with some of my own. Before I get started, let me go over my very little stats. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy with Dr. Cherniak with the Fresh Start program in Milford, Massachusetts. My highest weight was 236. My weight day of surgery was 222. My last weigh-in was like Saturday or Sunday, and I weighed in at 207.8. So that is a total loss of 14.2 pounds. Perfectly fine with that. I do actually like the idea of losing it a little slower, although who doesn't want to see it just, melt off your body? I certainly do. But it gives my body more time to adjust to the weight loss, so I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. So the reason why I decided to do this was because I spent a good portion of my morning kind of just looking to see if I could find a good vitamin, something that people gave good reviews to. I spent probably a good maybe hour and a half to 2 hours trying to find something that hopefully is better than what I have. So I bought Celebrate, which is a bariatric company. If you haven't heard of them, they have the bariatric multivitamins and everything else. The chews, the calcium citrate chews, not too bad, but they taste like cardboard. They're not great tasting at all. I don't know if I really expected them to be, but I guess I expected them to be a little bit better than they are. I have the berry version, or I don't know what it's called. They're not terrible. They just definitely have like a styrofoamy, cardboardy type taste. And then I have the Celebrate multivitamins with iron. Those I had a bit of an issue with. They actually made me sick 2 out of the 3 times taking them. The first time I took them, it wasn't too bad. Although I don't know that I ever would have even thought that it was the multivitamins, but this weekend it was bad. I took them with me. I was going out with my husband to go to Tivana. I've been drinking a lot of herbal teas just because they go down a little easier. I find that warm or hot liquids tend to go down a little smoother for me, which is odd for me because I'm a big water drinker to begin with. But so we were going to Tivana, and I had eaten before we left. I was full, kind of to the point of, like, not quite to the point of like I was gonna throw up or dump or whatever. But I was full. I could feel it. So I waited like 20 minutes, half an hour to take the multivitamin. I took it, chewed it up, swallowed, whatever, and usually I'll take like a small sip of something just to kind of get some of the chalky taste out of my mouth. I was okay for maybe 5 minutes. Within 2 to 5 minutes, I had made it to Tivana. I took a tiny little sip of the tea, which, like I said, to kind of, wash it down. Within a short period of time of taking it. And these are all teas I've had before, so I don't think it was the tea. I drink tea every day. And literally, it didn't take long at all. I think it took maybe a minute to 2 minutes to really hit me, but I got like lightheaded and nauseous and shaky. My body was just very unhappy with me. which is really a very uncomfortable feeling when you can't find someplace to throw up really quickly. It it really was just kind of like the liquid and the vitamin or whatever, and whatever was left in my sleeve. So it wasn't really like a full-on dump or vomit. Sorry if this is really technical. I'm trying not to be gross. But it just didn't sit right. So I felt fine within maybe 10 minutes after the shakiness had gone away. The kind of feeling that I just wanted to like sit down and take a nap went away. I was definitely feeling a little weak. And then I was fine. I figured maybe it was because I was full, maybe it was just too soon. Okay, whatever. I know some can make you feel kind of nauseous or whatever if it's too close, if you haven't eaten anything. I know that that's usually the time when, sometimes they can affect you and they can make you feel a little like nauseous or sick to your stomach. But then I tried them again. And this time I tried them when I wasn't full, and it gave me the same kind of feeling, not quite to the extreme as it was at the mall. But it did make me feel a little bit gross. I was nauseous, very uncomfortable, like it affected my stomach. It did not make me feel good. So I decided I'm not going to take them anymore. I know some vitamins people do have issues with, so I don't know. It's just one of those things. I don't know. Trying to find different ones. I tried the Centrum chewables. They're like these orange chews. And the Celebrate they're huge. They're like, excuse me. I'm trying to think of, they're like a Mento, I guess, or like just, they're a really big chew. They're like this thick. And you take 2 of them. So it's not fun. It's a lot to take. So I'm sorry if I look orangey. It's like weird light because it's really crappy out. And of course my overhead light is not helping. So anyway, I tried again, didn't feel good. So I started researching today on Amazon and trying to find something that would feel better, would go down easier, whatever. So I found these vitamins called Vita for Life. It's VITA 4 LIFE. They do get really good reviews. They say they're much smaller. I think you only take 1 at a time, and they're supposed to dissolve within like 2 minutes, or they're supposed to at least dissolve into your system. They're supposed to do pretty quickly. They say they're chelated. So I'm curious to try those. I purchased those today, and they probably won't be here for like a week, which kind of sucks, but gotta do what you gotta do. I've never seen them anywhere else, so I don't know that they even sell them anywhere around me. The other things I was taking is the Celebrate Calcium Citrate. Kind of cardboardy. They're okay. They're not terrible. They're not, they're palatable. They're bearable. But not really, when you want to really like the things that you put in your body every day. You can only eat so little, so you kind of want to put things in there that taste kind of good, and those aren't really it. So they're not terrible, but they are what they are. So I'm trying the Bariatric Advantage chocolate chews. Those, I guess, it's supposed to be better. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, so those are the ones I tried. I was taking an extra B12. My nutritionist said I didn't necessarily have to take the extra B12 because the vitamin that I take is a bariatric vitamin. So usually there's enough B12 in there for that. I may take extra later on down the line, but for right now I think I'll forego taking any extra vitamins that I don't have to take. Yeah, just trying to go through the motions and figure out what works for me, what doesn't work for me. So I was just curious if you guys had any suggestions. What do you take? Do you find that it works well for you? Leave it in the comments below. Let me know what you think about that, what you have tried, or if you find something works well. I don't normally have issues with things not going down easily or comfortably. I haven't really gotten nauseous from much. That was really the only thing that made me nauseous. I'm only 3 weeks out, so I am still a little sensitive as far as what I put in my stomach, in my sleeve. But again, like I've had plenty of stuff. I'm allowed to have more of the softer solids, if that makes sense. It's, like I can have like chicken, I can have tuna, I can have eggs, and pretty much all that stuff. Everything but fruits and vegetables, which on a very odd note, I actually kind of miss. I really miss my salads. So yeah, I'm just trying to find the things. Like, I think my last video I was saying that I was having a hard time with protein shakes. So here we are. At least I don't have to worry about those anymore, right? Yeah, so thanks for watching. I believe that's it for today. I will more than likely be back with another video to give you my week 3 actual stats and some measurements, or at least what I've lost in inches. So yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, let me know if you've had any luck with anything else, or if there's a particular brand that you've found that that works well, or whatever. That's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Talk to you in a couple days. Bye.